The following is a reading from Jim Shields' collection of short stories, Seasons of Affection, and this reading comes from the particular short story, A Very Ordinary Spy. I hope you enjoy.
Regularly, Dave walked around the harbour area, along the shorefront, past the bathing houses, noting anything of interest with his eagle eyes and committing it to memory. By nature and training, Dave was surveillance conscious. It was like acute sensory perception, a sixth sense, an eye in the back of the head. He varied his daily routine, often taking long walks on his own, wandering the townlands of youth, but always alert. Dave never met his handler Alfie secretly, or used drop boxes to pass information. Their exchanges were casual, using everyday language in company with others. If Alfie had pointed Dave in a particular direction, he would find an oblique way of acknowledging its usefulness, or otherwise, in general conversation. "Oh, you were right about that," he would say about something trivial, knowing Alfie would pick up on it. On one of his walks along the shorefront, Dave spotted a small fishing boat tying up at a mooring post midway between the bathing houses. He hadn't noticed the mooring post before, or the stone steps down to it from the path above. A man on the boat picked up a box and made his way up the steps to where Dave stood leaning over the railing. "What are you at today?" Dave greeted him, inviting conversation. "On my way up to the big house with the catch of the day," the man replied. "And I can tell you, it's a bit of a trek up through the trees to get to it," he continued, shifting the box to his other shoulder. "Never knew boats came in here before," Dave said, nodding at the mooring post. "Oh, only wee boats like mine can moor at Smiley's post, when the tide's right. And not for long either," the fisherman answered, resting his box of fish on the railing. "That's a big lot of fish you have there. Do you do this often?" "Och, they're always entertaining someone up in the big house. But this past while it's been very busy. I need to be going, otherwise I'll miss the tide and end up high and dry. Oh, I'd look a right full then, wouldn't I?" he said, laughing, heaving the box onto his other shoulder and making his way over to the plantation of tall trees gracing the bank heads. Dave, watching him plod away, noticed for the first time the winding trail up through the trees to the Smiley house, Dromalis. He had walked past it so many times and hadn't seen it. Small wonder. It wasn't a trail. It was little more than a frequently used spur. Dave hadn't noticed Smiley's mooring post either. But something about Dromalis rang a bell in Dave's mind. He couldn't pin it down. It lingered. The big house, always entertaining, busier than usual. Was there a connection? Dave, walking on, pondering the connections, made his way home down the old Glenarm Road. He decided on impulse to look around the McGarrel Cemetery. Maybe the open gate was the invitation. Seeing a man pruning shrubs, the connection clicked. The gardener. He had heard somewhere something a gardener employed at Dromalis had said about the goings-on up at the big house. The goings-on, it turned out, was more than the usual entertaining. It was about meetings, influential people, business meetings. But what kind of business? It was a thread needing teasing.
Hi, thanks for watching. We hope you're enjoying our interviews and book readings. And if you are, leave us a comment. Tell us what your favourite book genres are. Hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to hit that bell so you don't miss out when we post new content.